How do you find the geometric mean? This video is for section 7, chapter 7, section 4 out of your textbooks, and we're going to answer the question by the end of the video. Here's a reminder of what your page should look like and be set up for to take notes from this video. So we need to discuss what geometric mean is, and I'm going to go ahead and start off by giving you a geometric mean fact. Consecutive terms of a geometric sequence. A geometric sequence is a sequence of numbers that have a common ratio between them to get to the next number. And the consecutive terms of a geometric sequence, therefore, since they use a ratio to go to the next number, they are proportional. And let's consider this example of a geometric sequence with the common factor of 10, which is the common ratio, which would be 10 over 1 for this one. If I multiply by 10 over 1, I get 40. Multiply that by 10 over 1, get 400. Now, since I have a common factor of 10, I can then say that 4 over 40 is going to be equal to 40 over 400, right? We're multiplying the same number. And to prove this, I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply this proportion that I have, and I see 4 times 400 is equal to 40 times 40, and I notice that both sides equal to 1600. Cross products are going to be equal for the geometric mean. So let's practice this fact on a few examples on the next slide. Okay, here's one example to begin with. Let's now find the geometric mean between 28 or 7 and 28. So let's assume that 7 and 28 are part of a geometric sequence. We want to find out what the missing term x is. So notice that we have 7 here. We're going to put an x there because we don't know what will be in between the 28. We can now write a proportion to find out what that x is. 7 over x is the same thing as 8x over 28. I kind of don't want to circle it because that's not how we solve it, right? In order to solve it, you're going to go ahead and cross multiply. So we do 7 times 28 is the same thing as x times x. X times x is x squared. That's a review of algebra. And 7 times 28 is 196. If you square root both sides, right? If we take the square root of both sides, then x is going to equal 14. So that's what goes in between 7 and 28 for a geometric sequence. Okay, now I'd like you to try it on your own. So just a reminder, the geometric mean between two numbers a and b is the positive number x, where a over x is equal to x over b. Therefore, if you want to solve out for what's x, you're going to multiply, cross multiply. Then you'll have x squared equals ab, and in order for you to get x alone, you're going to square root both sides. So this should be your final statement. So this thing right here is kind of like a rule that you can follow and apply and use in the future. So try it for examples 1 through 5. For examples 1 through 5, I want you to find the geometric mean of these different numbers. Once you have done that using this rule here, or by setting up the proportion and solving it by cross multiplying, those are two ways you can use, then resume playing the video and I will have the answers in just a second. Okay, I'll assume that you tried to do problems 1 through 5 on your own and figure out what the geometric mean is. Let me go ahead and reveal the answers to you. There you go. So now we have the geometric mean between number 1, which is 10 and 40, would be 20. For 2 would be 6. Between 10 and 20 would be 14.4. 5 and 6 would be 5.8. And 8.1 and 12.2 would be 9.4. And notice you should be using a calculator to help you out with the decimals and do the quick calculations. Now in the next video for this same section of notes, we are going to discuss how to apply geometric mean to right triangles.